Welcome. Come closer now. Let yourself settle here at the edge of sleep. You are listening to dreamy night tales. And here, nothing is hurried. Nothing is asked of you. Only quiet. Only soft moments. Like feathers falling in the dark. You can let your eyes grow heavy if they wish. Or simply lie back and listen. Because tonight, you are drifting. On a gentle breeze through endless dreamlands, you feel the hush of the world around you now. As if the air itself has become velvet, wrapping around you. So light, so easy. You notice your breath, slowly in, slowly out, like the sea resting on a quiet shore. And with each breath, your body grows softer. Your hands let go of the day. Your feet feel heavy and warm. Just listen and feel as the dream begins to unfold. You are floating now through a forest that glows faintly under a sleepy sky. The air is cool and sweet, scented with flowers and moss. A pale light filters down from above, and everything seems to shine just a little, as if touched by moonlight. The trees here are tall and kind, their trunks smooth and warm beneath your fingertips. Their leaves are wide and soft, whispering gently when the breeze passes through. You walk slowly, but it feels more like gliding, as though the ground itself is carrying you. A little further on, you find a path lined with tiny, glowing stones. Each one a soft circle of light, showing you the way forward. They feel warm when you brush them with your fingers, a quiet warmth, like the last rays of the sun. You pause here, and listen to the faint sounds of the forest. A delicate hush of leaves, a tender sigh of wind. Somewhere far above, you hear a bird with a low, drowsy call, and it fades back into silence. And still you float, deeper into the quiet woods. The colors here are gentle and muted, soft green and silver, dusky lavender, the kind of colors you can feel as much as see. Around you, little wisps of light drift lazily through the air, as if they too are falling asleep. You notice how easy everything feels here. The air seems to hold you. The ground is cool and forgiving beneath your feet. Every breath fills you with calm, and every exhale releases whatever weight you've been carrying. Ahead of you now, the trees begin to open up, and you find yourself standing before a wide, still lake. Its surface is smooth as glass, reflecting the moon above in long, sleepy ripples. The mist gathers over the water in soft ribbons, curling and folding in silence. You step closer, and sit at the edge, feeling the cool stone beneath you, feeling the quiet water just at your toes. The lake seems to breathe with you, gently, slowly, a hush of water moving against the shore. Then, settling again, you trail your fingers through the surface, and it feels like silk, cool and shimmering. Little rings of light spread out where you touch, then fade back into stillness. As you sit here, you notice how much softer everything feels. Even your thoughts seem to slow, like leaves drifting to the ground. There is no rush here, no need to go anywhere. When you are ready, you rise again, and the path continues. Around the lake and into a fragrant garden, its air full of sweetness, a warmth that seems to glow from the ground itself. The flowers here open slowly as you pass, wide petals of ivory and gold, each one releasing a little sigh of scent. Soft and light, like honey, like fresh rain. You pause to press your palm to the petals, and they feel almost alive, warm and tender. The path curves gently through the garden, past archways of vines, past tall grasses that sway. Without sound, you move at your own pace, with the garden unfolding quietly around you. Soon you reach a set of white steps, worn smooth with time. They rise slowly, almost floating upward, and you climb them, feeling each one under your feet, warm and solid. At the top, you find yourself before an ancient temple, its walls glowing faintly in the moonlight. Delicate carvings wind across its surface. They shimmer and fade as you trace them with your hand. The doors are already open, as though waiting just for you. Inside, the air is cooler, and still, and filled with a faint golden light. Columns rise like great trees, there. Surfaces soft to the touch. The floor feels like polished stone, yet warm, almost humming faintly beneath you. You walk deeper into the temple, and each step brings a deeper sense of quiet. The kind of quiet that fills your chest and your hands, until all you can feel is calm. At the far end of the temple, a soft curtain of light falls from above, like liquid silver. You step closer, and pass through it, and on the other side, you find yourself in another dream. A wide, endless meadow, under a velvet sky full of stars. You breathe in, and the air here is cool and full of flowers. Each blade of grass is tipped with a tiny droplet of light. The ground feels soft and springy, almost cloud-like. You lie down in the grass, and the earth holds you as though it has been waiting. Above you, the stars seem to grow larger, brighter, yet still gentle, shimmering softly against the deep blue. You let your hands rest in the grass, feeling each blade, each soft movement of the wind. You can hear it now, a quiet rustling, like whispers too soft to understand, yet somehow comforting. And here you stay for a while, letting yourself melt into the meadow, feeling each breath deepen. Your eyelids heavy, but the stars above still watching over you. After some time, you feel the faint suggestion of movement again, and the meadow seems to carry you onward, toward a starlit hill in the distance. The climb is easy, as though the ground itself is lifting you gently higher. At the top of the hill, a great, quiet sky stretches in every direction. The stars swirl slowly here, as though painting the darkness with soft light. You reach out, and the sky feels close enough to touch, smooth and cool, and when you run your fingers through it, the stars seem to ripple and dance around your hand. You notice how slow everything is here, as though time itself has grown sleepy. There is no before, no after. Only this quiet moment, here, now, and still you drift onward, carried by the hush of the world. Below the hill, another path glimmers faintly, and you follow it, feeling your feet sink slightly into the glowing dust. It is warm and soft, like fine sand. The path leads you to a quiet sanctuary, hidden among tall, silent stones. A soft pool rests at the center of this sanctuary, its surface perfectly still. You sit by the edge, and see your reflection, but it is softer now, as though even your image has grown dreamlike. You reach down to touch the water, and it feels like warm rain, like clouds. You lower yourself onto the soft moss beside the pool, and let your body grow even heavier, even quieter. The stones around you hum faintly, A low, peaceful sound, deep and steady. You can feel it in your chest, and it calms you further. You lie back, staring up at the faint glow above, and notice how every breath feels easier, how every muscle has softened, how the ground beneath you cradles you, holding you as you let go. And when you close your eyes now, you can still feel the stars above, the quiet temple behind you, the gentle lake, the fragrant garden, and all of it feels like a single long breath, carrying you deeper and deeper into calm. You are drifting now, through all these dreamlands at once, feeling the warmth of soft stones under your hand, the cool silver of the lake at your feet, the hush of grass against your skin, the faint scent of flowers, and the slow, steady light of the stars above. You float, weightless and warm, as the dream carries you onward, deeper, softer, quieter, and here you remain, in the gentle rhythm of the dream, listening to the whispers of the wind, the sigh of the earth, the slow glow of the stars. And you are safe here, held by the quiet, cradled by the night, surrounded by softness and light, drifting, dreaming, with dreamy night tales. And the dream continues. And so you float onward, still wrapped in the quiet hush of the dream. The air around you is softer now, almost like warm silk, moving slowly over your skin. You feel it on your cheeks, on your hands, a gentle, loving breeze, carrying you deeper into the peaceful night. You can hear the faintest notes of something far away, a delicate, distant chime, like wind through glass. Each sound lingers, then melts into silence again, the kind of silence that feels alive, comforting, full of space and calm. The dream carries you further still, and you find yourself gliding above another lake, this one darker, but glowing faintly with streaks of silver and blue. The mist drifts low over the water, curling in slow spirals. You can almost feel it on your fingertips, cool and soft, as though it wants to rest there. You breathe in deeply, and the scent of water and night fills you. So quiet, so clean. Every breath you take seems to make you heavier, softer, until even the air holds you closer, like a lullaby made of clouds. And still you drift, past the lake, toward a hill where pale lanterns float in the air, glowing gently, moving as though they're alive. They bob and sway, but never hurry, each one giving off just enough light to warm the air around it. You watch them pass, some close enough to touch, their surfaces smooth and warm, like tiny suns. The path here is lined with smooth stones that shine faintly underfoot. They give off the quietest hum when you step on them, low and soothing, almost like a heartbeat far beneath the ground. You follow this path, and it winds through soft, swaying grasses that reach your knees, their tips glowing faintly in the dark, whispering against your skin as you walk. Ahead, you see another sanctuary, this one hidden within a ring of tall, thin trees, their branches draped down like curtains, made of light and shadow. And as you step inside, the world seems to quiet even more. The air here is warmer, and filled with the scent of flowers. Again, faint, but sweet, as if the garden from before has followed you here. You let yourself sink onto a soft bed of moss, feeling the earth rise just enough to support you, holding you without weight. You lie back, and stare upward through the trees, The sky above is full of shifting light now, like slow-moving clouds painted with stars. Everything above you seems to shimmer, but softly, never too bright, never too fast. You feel your breath matching the rhythm of the dream. Slow, steady, one breath, then another, as the quiet deepens all around you, and the dream carries you forward again, to a place where the ground becomes clouds beneath you, soft and white and glowing faintly from within. You lie on them as they carry you higher, higher into the quiet sky. Above you now, the stars have become larger, closer, their light cool and kind. Some seem to reach out with long, delicate beams, like strands of silk, brushing your face, your hands, and you let them, letting yourself be touched by the soft light. As you float among the clouds, you notice small shapes drifting past. Gentle, round forms, like bubbles of light, each one glowing with a calm warmth. They move slowly, circling you, sometimes brushing lightly against you, and then gliding away. One of them settles at your side, and you reach out to touch it. It feels like water and air at once, cool, soft, and full of quiet. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the hum of the clouds beneath you, the light of the stars above, and the faint whisper of the wind all around. And still you float, weightless, warm, quiet. After a while, you feel the dream changing again. The air grows even warmer now, and tinged with the faint scent of something sweet and familiar, like honey melting in the sun. You open your eyes and see that the clouds have carried you to another garden. This one stretches endlessly, soft pathways curling into the distance, flowers glowing faintly on either side, fountains spilling quiet streams of silver water into small pools. The sound of the water is low and soft, like a whisper in the dark. You step gently down onto the path, feeling the warm ground beneath you, and wander through the garden, letting your fingers drift through the flowers as you pass. Their petals feel like velvet, some cool, some warm, all of them soft against your skin. You pause beside one of the fountains and sit there, watching the silver water ripple lazily in its bowl. Every so often, a droplet falls, sending quiet rings of light across the surface. You breathe deeply again, feeling how each breath here is easier than the last, how each exhale seems to let go of something heavy you hadn't even noticed. And as you rest there, the dream continues to flow, around you, within you, carrying you forward without you having to move. The garden slowly gives way to another wide, open meadow, where the ground sparkles faintly, and the sky is full of slow-moving lights, like soft fireflies, too far to touch, but close enough to see. You lie down on the grass again, letting it hold you, and watch the lights above dance lazily, their glow washing over your face, your hands, filling you with quiet warmth, and you feel yourself drifting even deeper now, as though the dream is carrying you through layers of softness, through a world made only of calm, and light, and warmth. You feel your body growing heavier, your hands sinking into the grass, your breath slower, your thoughts softer. Everything around you is quiet, so quiet. The meadow begins to fade into another gentle hill, where the ground glows underfoot, and the air is warmer now, filled with a faint golden light. You climb the hill slowly, but it feels effortless, as though the earth is rising to meet you, and at the top, you see the sky open wider than ever. Here, the stars swirl lazily, their light falling like soft rain over your skin. And the ground below you is warm and forgiving. You sit there, letting yourself be bathed in the quiet light. And as you sit, the world seems to sigh around you, as though the dream itself is breathing with you. Each breath deeper, slower, until you are floating again. Floating through soft light, soft air, soft sound. Nothing to hold, nothing to reach for, only the gentle feeling of being carried. And even now, you can still feel the hush of the temple, the cool silver of the lake, the sweetness of the gardens, the warmth of the stars, all of it blending together into one endless dream. You feel the quiet settling into you, filling every space, until even your thoughts have become as soft as the clouds beneath you. You let your eyelids grow heavier, feeling the faint glow of starlight on your cheeks, the hush of the earth below, the warmth of air around you, and you float still, through the dream, with dreamy night tales, and the dream continues. And so, the dream carries you still, through the quiet glow of the endless night, wrapped in soft air, wrapped in warmth, with nothing to hold you but the hush of the stars, and nothing to guide you but the slow, shimmering path that seems to appear beneath your feet. You breathe, and the air here feels even lighter now, scented faintly with something you can't quite name, something soft and sweet, like petals, like clouds. It fills you, and it settles you. You let yourself sink deeper into this gentle feeling, each breath melting away what remains of the day, each exhale letting you drift further into calm. You notice the light around you changing now, growing a little warmer, a little more golden, as though the stars above have grown brighter, or closer. They shine down on you like quiet lanterns, each one humming faintly. A low, comforting sound you can feel in your chest. Below you, the ground begins to feel softer, warmer, like the smooth surface of sunlit stone. You look down, and see the path has become a ribbon of gold and ivory, winding gently forward through a field of low, glowing flowers. You walk slowly, feeling the warmth of the path through the soles of your feet. Each step is easy, unhurried, as though the earth itself is helping you move. The flowers on either side of the path sway when you pass, and the tips of their petals brush against you, soft as silk, their glow lighting the way just enough, never too bright, never too dark. You pause here, letting your fingertips graze over the flowers, feeling how delicate they are. Each one seems to sigh faintly at your touch, releasing more of that quiet sweetness into the air. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the warmth of the path below you, the cool softness of the petals, the gentle hum of light all around. And then, when you open your eyes, you find yourself at the edge of a wide, still pool. This one deeper and darker, yet scattered with little points of light, as though the stars have fallen here, and now rest on the surface. You kneel at the edge, and dip your fingers into the water. It feels cool and smooth, almost like glass, but it moves beneath your touch. Tiny ripples of light spreading outward in slow circles. You watch the ripples fade, and the water grows still again, as if waiting for you. You lower yourself onto the warm stone at the edge of the pool, lying back, letting your arms rest at your sides, letting your eyes close if they wish. Above you, the stars shift slowly, and you feel yourself sinking deeper into the quiet rhythm of this place. Each breath slower, each thought softer. The air here is so gentle, so easy, it seems, to cradle you, holding you exactly where you need to be. And just when you think you might stay here forever, the dream begins to move again. The pool begins to glow more brightly, and the light rises from it, lifting you gently back to your feet, and carrying you onward, across a bridge of soft, floating stones, each one warm beneath you. You glance down as you walk, and see the faint glow of the pool far below, its quiet light fading slowly as you move away. The bridge carries you higher, into a quiet sky that deepens in color as you go. From gold, to silver, to deep blue, scattered with more and more stars. At the end of the bridge, you find another sanctuary, this one open to the sky, with soft cushions of moss, and warm, smooth stones arranged in gentle circles. You step into the center, and sink down onto the moss, feeling the ground beneath you breathe, almost as though it is alive, supporting you, holding you in perfect stillness. You close your eyes again, letting the silence wash over you, letting the warmth of the stones beneath you seep into your body, and when you open them, the sky above is even wider, even more filled with quiet light. You feel yourself sinking again, but it is not falling, it is floating, softer, slower, carried by the quiet. You drift into a gentle, starlit garden, where the air is so still it almost seems to glow, where every leaf and petal is touched by faint silver light. You can smell the soft sweetness of the flowers. You can hear the hush of wind through the grass. You can feel the cool ground below you. You wander through the garden, touching the smooth surfaces of the leaves, feeling how cool they are beneath your fingers, hearing how they whisper faintly as you pass. You pause by a tree with a trunk like polished stone, and rest your palm against it. It feels warm, steady, like it has been waiting here for you. You sit at the base of the tree, and let your body sink into the moss, the faint scent of the garden filling your breath, the hush of the dream filling your mind, and for a while, you stay here, letting the dream hold you, letting it carry you. You feel the air around you softening, the garden slowly giving way to another quiet place. This time, the ground beneath you is smooth and cool, like marble warmed by the sun, and the walls around you are faint and shimmering, as though they are made of light. You are in a quiet hall now, with tall pillars that rise into darkness, their surfaces carved with shapes that seem to shift when you look at them, glowing faintly with golden light. You walk slowly through the hall, the sound of your footsteps soft, the air here even warmer, scented faintly with something familiar. You reach a quiet pool at the center of the hall, its surface perfectly still. You kneel and touch it, and watch the soft rings of light spread out again. And when you look up, the ceiling of the hall has opened to reveal the endless sky above, filled with stars that seem to breathe with you, glowing, shifting, always gentle. You lie back on the warm floor, letting the light of the stars wash over you, and feel yourself drifting again, through the quiet of the hall, through the hush of the garden, through the softness of the dream. You notice how your breath has grown slower, deeper, how your body feels heavier, yet lighter. At the same time, you close your eyes again, and feel the soft rhythm of the dream continuing, as though it has no beginning, no end, and still, you float through endless night, through soft air and glowing stars, with dreamy night tales, and the dream continues. And so, the dream carries you even deeper, through the quiet folds of the night, through layers of softness, of calm, of light. The air around you feels warmer now, like a soft blanket drawn over your shoulders, and you let it hold you. As you drift onward, you feel the faintest hum beneath your feet, as though the ground itself is alive, breathing with you, slow and steady. Each breath you take seems to blend into the dream, until you cannot tell where you end, and the quiet begins. The path ahead of you glows faintly, just enough to see, winding through what feels like a vast, endless meadow. You take slow, easy steps. The grass is swaying around your legs, cool and soft against your skin. You pause and reach down, letting your fingers brush through the tips of the grass. It feels smooth, almost like silk threads, and the faintest shimmer follows your touch. Tiny sparks of quiet light that fade as soon as you move on. You breathe in deeply, and the air is scented with something sweet again, faint, almost like honey warmed by the sun, and each breath seems to settle you more, softening you, quieting everything inside. You wander further into the meadow, the ground sloping gently upward now, and at the top of a small hill, you see the sky opening wider than before. The stars here are larger, softer, their light falling in long ribbons across the earth. You lie back in the grass, feeling it cradle you, the faint warmth of the ground beneath you, and watch as the stars shift lazily above, their light falling over your face, your hands, like cool water. For a while, you simply breathe, letting the quiet seep into you, letting yourself feel how heavy and soft you have become, how each thought seems to dissolve like mist, leaving only stillness. And then the dream begins to move again, as though carried by an invisible current. You find yourself floating once more, the meadow fading beneath you, replaced by clouds that glow from within, warm and white, soft as feathers. You sink down into the clouds, feeling them rise to meet you. Their surfaces cool at first, then warmer, like the softest sheets. They hold you easily, no weight, no effort, only quiet. Above you, the sky is painted with colors that seem to change every moment. Soft gold, gentle silver, pale blue, fading into a deep, quiet violet. All of it shimmering faintly, as though the stars themselves are breathing. You close your eyes for a moment, and when you open them again, the clouds have carried you to a place where the ground shines like polished stone. A wide terrace, floating high above everything. The terrace is edged with low walls that seem to be made of light, soft and glowing, just enough to keep you safe, just enough to guide you forward. You step lightly, feeling the smooth warmth of the stone underfoot, and wander toward the center, where a quiet fountain rises, its water falling so slowly, so gently, that you can barely hear it. A soft, steady whisper. You reach out to touch the water, and it feels like cool glass, yet alive. It moves around your fingers, leaving faint rings of light where you touch it. You sit by the fountain for a while, letting the sound of the water fill you, feeling it match your breath, slow, even calm. The terrace begins to shift then, but it is so quiet, so gentle. You barely notice the light growing, softer, warmer, until you find yourself surrounded by another garden, this one even more still. The garden is filled with tall, delicate trees, their leaves shimmering faintly, their branches arching high above you to form a soft canopy. The air here is cool, and carries the faint scent of blossoms, sweet and clean. You walk slowly along a path of smooth stones, letting your fingers trail along the tree trunks, feeling the faint hum beneath your skin. As though the trees are whispering to each other, you find a quiet bench beneath the largest tree, and sit there, feeling the mossy wood under your hands, the cool air brushing over your cheeks. You tilt your head back, and watch as faint petals drift down from the branches above, catching the soft light as they fall. They land on your shoulders, your hands, and melt into nothing, leaving only a faint warmth behind. And as you sit there, you feel yourself sinking again, deeper into the quiet, deeper into the dream. You notice the garden around you fading into soft mist, the trees becoming faint silhouettes, their light blending with the sky, and soon, you are floating again, through the mist, through the hush of the dream. The mist parts slowly, revealing a vast, open expanse of water, perfectly still, perfectly dark, but shimmering faintly, as though lit from within. You step lightly onto the surface, and it holds you, your feet sending out slow, glowing ripples that drift lazily away into the distance. You walk out into the center of the water, and sit there, letting it cradle you, feeling the cool shimmer beneath you, feeling the hush of the air above you. You lie back again, letting yourself float, the water supporting you, the stars above so close now, you can see them shifting, swirling, quiet and kind. You close your eyes, and feel the dream folding around you, soft and warm, a quiet cocoon of air and light. And even now, you can feel the hush of the gardens, the warmth of the terraces, the cool shimmer of the water, all blending together into one soft, endless night. Your breath is slow now, easy, your body heavy, but so light at the same time. You let your eyes grow heavier, feeling the faint touch of the stars on your skin, the soft rhythm of the dream beneath you, the warmth of the air around you, and you float still, through layers of quiet, through waves of light, through dreamy night tales, and the dream continues. And so, the dream carries you still farther, floating deeper into the soft folds of night, wrapped in quiet light, and endless calm. The air here feels even warmer now, gentle against your skin, like the hush of morning just before the sun. You feel the faintest breeze touch your face, cool and sweet, bringing with it a scent like distant flowers, faint, comforting, easy. You let the breeze move through you, softening your thoughts, loosening every corner of your mind, until you feel weightless again, drifting, held, without needing to move at all. Beneath you now, the soft water begins to glow more brightly, the ripples moving outward in long, lazy waves of light, each one slower than the last, until everything around you is glowing. You open your eyes to see that the water has become a mirror, a wide, still reflection of the stars above. And as you watch, the stars begin to fall, slowly, softly, drifting down into the water and vanishing with a faint shimmer. You reach out, and your fingers barely skim the surface, sending quiet rings of light across the glassy pool. The air above you still, the hush so deep, you can hear the faint sound of your own breath. Then the dream begins to move again, so softly you almost don't notice. The water beneath you shifting, becoming firm and warm again, like smooth stone. You rise to your feet, and find yourself standing on a wide, glowing pathway that seems to stretch into the stars. The stones beneath you warm and smooth, each one shining faintly. You walk slowly, unhurried, letting your hands drift at your sides, feeling the faint warmth of the stones through the soles of your feet. On either side of the path, tall arches of light rise up into the sky, shimmering like faint moonbeams. They curve gently overhead, forming a quiet corridor of soft glow. You pass under each arch, feeling the light brush over you like a warm breeze, leaving you even calmer, even softer. You pause when you reach the center of the path, and look up. The sky here is a deep, velvety blue, scattered with countless stars, some of them brighter now, as though they are watching you, waiting. You close your eyes, and let yourself breathe, letting the stillness settle over you again, letting it fill you completely. And when you open them again, the path has carried you to another quiet sanctuary. A vast, open courtyard, surrounded by low glowing walls. The air here scented faintly with jasmine, cool and sweet. The floor of the courtyard is smooth and pale, carved with faint patterns that glow just enough to see. Soft spirals and shapes that seem to shift gently as you look. You walk to the center of the courtyard, and sit down on the smooth stone, feeling the warmth rise up through your legs. Your hands resting in your lap, your breath slow and steady. Above you, the sky seems to ripple, the stars faintly shifting in long, slow waves of light. The faint sound of a breeze weaving through the air. You lie back on the warm stone, and watch the patterns above you, letting your eyes soften, letting the dream fold you deeper into its quiet rhythm. After a while, the walls of the courtyard dissolve, and you find yourself drifting again, through a soft, golden mist that smells of earth and rain. You float slowly through the mist, feeling it swirl around you, cool on your skin, whispering faintly as it passes. You reach out your hand, and the mist curls gently around your fingers, soft and cool, leaving behind a faint glow where you touched it. The mist begins to thin, and you see another garden appear ahead of you, quiet and open, filled with low, glowing lanterns, each one swaying gently in the still air. You walk between the lanterns, their light casting soft circles on the ground. Each step you take quieter than the last, until you can barely hear your own movement at all. The garden is lined with smooth stones and low flowers, the petals cool and faintly luminous. They brush against your legs as you pass, whispering softly. You pause at the edge of a still, dark pond, its surface scattered with small, floating lights. You kneel and watch them drift lazily, their faint glow reflecting in your eyes. You dip your hand into the water, feeling its coolness wrap around your fingers, the surface rippling softly, then stilling again. And when you rise, the dream carries you onward once more, through the quiet garden, through a long, slow path lined with fragrant trees. You feel the air warming again, the scent of blossoms growing sweeter, the hush of the leaves above you like a lullaby. You find yourself in a clearing now, the ground soft and covered in moss, and above you, a canopy of glowing flowers stretches across the sky. Their light gentle and kind. You lie back in the moss, feeling it hold you, soft and warm, breathing slowly with you. You close your eyes, and feel the faint petals drifting down, landing softly on your face, your hands, melting into warmth. You let your breath deepen, the quiet of the dream folding around you like silk, cool light, endless, and still you float, through quiet skies, through starlit gardens, through dreamy night tales. And now, the dream cradles you even more deeply, as though the night itself has wrapped you in its quiet arms. The air is still here, soft and full, like a warm hush. All around you, the world seems to glow faintly. Nothing sharp, nothing bright, only soft edges and slow light. You feel your breath moving gently in and out, easy, quiet, each inhale filling you with the sweetness of the air, each exhale letting go of anything heavy, letting everything drift away. Beneath you now, the moss becomes lighter, cooler, until it feels like a soft cloud, lifting you slightly, carrying you without effort. You sink into it, feeling it mold around you, as if it knows just how to hold you. You open your eyes, and above you, the flowers have faded into a sky of soft gold and silver, where the stars seem to float slowly, like lanterns in water, their faint light shimmering down, brushing your cheeks, your hands. You watch as the stars above seem to ripple, and then open, revealing a vast, glowing field of light, stretching farther than you can see. You find yourself standing again, though you feel no weight in your legs, just an easy sense of floating forward, step by step, onto a path made of quiet starlight. The path is warm beneath your feet, smooth as glass, and yet soft. Somehow, it bends and curves gently ahead of you, inviting you deeper into the dream. You move slowly, unhurried, your hands brushing through faint streams of light that drift across the path, cool to the touch, leaving little sparks behind that fade quietly into the air. To your sides, wide fields of soft grass stretch endlessly, the blades tall and silvery, swaying without a sound, each movement as slow and calm as your own breath. You pause for a moment, sinking your fingers into the grass, feeling how soft it is, each blade cool, smooth, glimmering faintly as you touch it. Above you, the sky darkens slightly, and gentle clouds drift in, faint and white, glowing from within as they move slowly overhead. The path carries you toward a low, glowing archway now, made of smooth stone, draped with delicate vines that shimmer faintly. You step through the arch, and find yourself in a quiet sanctuary, a round open space with soft walls that curve up and away, faintly glowing with gentle patterns of light. The floor here is warm, covered in smooth sand that shines faintly. You sit down, and let your fingers trace through the sand, feeling how cool it is just below the surface. The patterns you draw glowing softly for a moment before fading back into smoothness. You lie back in the sand, letting it cradle you, warm and heavy, holding you still, as you watch the sky above shift and change. More stars appear now, larger and closer, their light falling around you in long, slow beams, soft enough to close your eyes against yet bright enough to see through your eyelids. You feel a faint breeze rise again, cool and sweet, carrying with it a soft scent you cannot quite name. Something like morning, something like rain. You let it move through you, loosening everything inside, softening your arms, your hands, your chest, your legs, until you feel almost like part of the sand itself. And then, very gently, the dream lifts you again, the sand fading beneath you, replaced by soft air that feels like velvet, holding you easily, carrying you forward without sound. You open your eyes and see that you are drifting now above a vast, moonlit lake, its surface calm and perfectly still, scattered with faint glowing petals that move slowly in wide circles. You float just above the water, close enough to feel its coolness on your skin, close enough to watch the petals turning quietly beneath you. You reach out and let your fingers trail into the water, sending faint ripples outward, each one glowing softly before fading. The water beneath you seems to hum, low and quiet, matching the slow rhythm of your breath. And as you continue to float, the lake begins to open wider, its edges fading into mist. And you are surrounded now by a soft, silver fog that swirls lazily, cool and light. The fog carries you into another quiet garden, this one higher, as though resting among the clouds themselves. You feel the ground solidify beneath you, smooth and cool again, scattered with faint flowers that open as you pass, their petals glowing gently, releasing soft, warm scents into the air. You walk slowly through the garden, feeling the air change with each step, warmer here, cooler there, always soft, always kind, above you. Wide ribbons of light drift lazily across the sky, like rivers in the air, glowing faintly, moving without sound. You pause at a quiet pool at the center of the garden, its surface perfectly still, perfectly clear, reflecting the soft lights above like a second sky. You kneel at its edge and watch as the reflection shifts, showing shapes of trees, then stars, then soft clouds, all moving slowly, gently. You close your eyes and let the quiet soak into you, feeling it settle in your chest, your arms, your hands, your legs, until you feel as though you are part of the garden itself. And when you open your eyes again, the dream is ready to carry you onward, deeper still, through quiet skies, through soft gardens, through dreamy night tales. And now, the dream begins to soften even more, as though it knows it is time to rest. The quiet deepens around you, wrapping you in warmth and calm. The air feels still and full of hush, everything gentle, everything kind. You feel the last of the glowing gardens fading into soft mist, the flowers, the pools, the ribbons of light, all blending into a single, endless sky of warmth and stars. You are floating again, as light as a feather, as heavy as sleep, held in the quiet air, without needing to move, without needing to think. Your breath comes slow and easy, each inhale filling you with soft light, each exhale carrying you deeper into stillness. Above you, the stars seem closer now, larger, brighter, but never harsh, just soft, just there, watching over you like gentle lanterns. Their light falling over your skin, over your hands, your cheeks, like the softest rain, beneath you. You feel the faint hum of the dream itself, slow and steady, matching your breath, holding you here. You close your eyes and feel how soft your body has become, how still, how quiet, everything loose and warm, as though you are melting into the dream. The air carries the faint scent of flowers again, sweet and clean, and you let it fill you, softening every corner of you, quieting everything else. And slowly, the dream draws you down into the softest place of all, a quiet cradle of air and light. Nothing left to do, nothing left to see, only to rest. You let your breath slow even more. You let your body sink even deeper, letting the hush of the dream cover you, like a warm, quiet blanket. And here, you can stay, as long as you like, among the stars, among the quiet, held by the soft night, surrounded by the calm of the dream. Everything around you feels endless, and gentle, and kind, as though the whole world has stilled, just to let you sleep. And as you drift farther into this calm, the stars above begin to shimmer more faintly, their light softening, their glow blending into the hush of the sky. Your breath is quiet now, your body heavy and warm, your thoughts floating away like little petals, leaving only peace. You feel the dream settling around you completely, sealing you into its quiet, warm cocoon, holding you gently, letting you rest. And before sleep takes you fully, a soft whisper floats through the air, warm and kind, inviting you to return. When you wake, when you're ready, come back to this quiet place, to this gentle dream, with us, here, on Dreamy Night Tales. Remember to like and subscribe, if this story has soothed you, so you can return, again and again, to these soft skies, these calm gardens, these endless, peaceful nights. We will always be here, waiting to carry you back into the dream. Softly, gently, quietly. Until then, sleep well, and drift deeper and deeper into your own dreamy night tale. Ask ChatGPT